So let's take a closer look at the assessments for this module, and whilst there are no formal exams, there are however 2 assignments which you need to pass. Assignment 1 is a group project and Assignment 2 is an individual project. All assessments will be fairly marked, and you should note and adhere to the deadlines for each assignment, which can be found in the module handbook on the virtual learning environment. You must attempt all elements of the assessment and must achieve a combined overall mark of 40%, with no mark being less than 30%. Any work submitted up to 1 week late will have 10% taken from the original allocated marks, so 57% will become 47%. Submissions made after 1 week will be noted but not marked. With the group project, we also need to see that everyone in the group has taken part. For each assessment, we've provided a checklist of what we're looking for and where the marks will be awarded. If what you do is not listed in the checklist, it won't get marks. If you miss out on any of the criteria, we can't give you the marks for those elements. So the message is pretty simple: follow the checklists provided. In addition to the assignments, you'll be expected to prepare for and contribute to any online activities. So assessment 1 is the group feasibility plan, and this is worth 60% of your total mark, and this should be no more than 2,000 words. This sounds like a lot, but believe me, you have a lot of areas to cover, so you'll need to be very concise around how you use the word allowance. In your groups, you'll be developing a feasibility plan for a new SME using a variety of appropriate tools to highlight the core areas of distinction and differentiation and the opportunities and threats which the business is likely to face in the current and future climate. These tools will be made available to you each week, and an explanation of how to use each tool will be provided also, so it's really very straightforward. In Assessment 2, you'll be writing an individual report which is worth 40% of your total mark, and your report should be a maximum of 1,000 words. Here you'll be evaluating your own personal skills inventory in order to identify resources required for the hypothetical business venture discussed in Assessment 1. And you also need to discuss where these resources might be accessed. You'll be expected here to use supporting theory to justify your comments, and also supporting tools such as SWOT and scorecards, which again will be provided for this. Ongoing guidance on both assessments and the module in general will be available through the module's social media channels. And lastly, as university students, you should know that what you say in your work needs to be supported by evidence. So you'll need to find reports, newspaper and magazine articles and online material to justify your arguments. All work must be properly referenced using the Harvard referencing system. Referencing is just a way of setting out where you get your information from, and you can access a simple referencing guide through the university library website.